Okay. I okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is William, and today I'm going to be talking about today's video is called "What Does the Bible Say About Our Solar System?" Yes, finally I'm talking about our solar system. I'm yes. And I want to close this. Now you can also learn what they're now. Do you know what they're now? Do you know what the words now? The word solar system. Now you can also learn how to be now. Do you want to learn what's it called in other languages? Well, you can learn it. Well, that we can learn it in Spanish. Now, I'll be right back. I just went out to get some more water, guys. Okay. Now let's find out what solar system is. Oh yeah, here. Okay, here it is in Spanish. It says Sistema Solar. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. You may find out for Google Translate if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Sistema solar.
Sistema Solar. It's how to say solar system in Spanish. Okay, so I think I am pronouncing it correctly. Okay. Now, I'm not going to pronounce the other ones. I'm going to let Google Translate do it, then I'll say it after. This is in French. I'm not going to find out how to say it in French. I'm not going to pronounce it. First, I'll let Google Translate there first.
Système solaire.
Système solaire. It's how to say solar system in French. Now, it's called differently in Mandarin.
太阳系.
Okay, so 太阳系 is how to say solar system in Mandarin. Okay, this is Arabic.
النظام الشمسي.
Okay, Enazam Enasha CU is how to say solar system in Arabic. I'm probably not saying it correctly anyway. But if you know, it's on Google Translate. So here it is in Japanese. Taiyoke is a say solar system in Japanese. And now here it is one more, but this is in Korean. Okay.
태양계.
Taeyangge. So I would say solar system in Korean. Okay. Now, so that's the word solar system in other languages, but what about our solar system? And why do I believe it proves the Bible and not evolution? And why do I believe the flat earth theory is false? First of all, well, because we don't need it, okay? You don't need the flat earth theory, okay? All to you. The flat earth theory is made by atheists, okay? And atheists have tried to just told Christians about the flat earth. What atheists just want to do is to get Christians to doubt the Bible because they believe that the Bible teaches a flat earth, but it doesn't. Because of the word circle. But, there's no such thing as a 2D circle, okay? A sphere is we call a 3D circle. Okay? The earth is a sphere. And it rotates. Okay? And the Bible teaches that the earth is a sphere. Okay? I can keep believing in a spherical earth until the day I die. Okay? So to me, no, you're wrong, stupid atheist. The Bible does teach a spherical earth, not a flat earth. And I believe our solar system is real. Okay, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to be listening to the Bible, and I try to show you that the Bible does teach a spherical Earth. And I don't need flat earthers either. Okay? If they don't want to be smart, they could just and then they could just go to hell because because believing the flat earth is not believing the Bible at all. Because believing in the flat earth is not believing the Bible at all. Believing in a spherical earth is believing the Bible. Okay, we don't need extra biblical sources we don't need so-called extra biblical sources because those things are unbiblical. Okay? Calling the earth flat is just like calling Jesus Yeshua. Okay? I don't believe in Yeshua. I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, right. I don't believe in Yeshua HaMashiach. I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay? And plus I know I speak English. But if you want to say it in Spanish, you want to see it, see another language, just like I can say it in Spanish, like Jesus Cristo, or Mandarin, Yasu Jidu, but it means the same thing. It's Jesus Christ. Whatever, but it's Jesus Christ. The name. Yeah, so I'm not going to, and the earth is a sphere. It's not a flat disc. We don't live in a pizza. We live in a globe. We live on a globe. We live on a planet. So that's why. I teach that the earth is a sphere. I believe we have a solar system that's about 6,400 years old. Because I don't believe it's billions of years old. I believe it's about 6,400 years old. So what is our solar system? Well, and why do I believe it proves the Bible? Well, I can also show you the word planet is mentioned in the Bible. I don't think solar system is mentioned in the Bible, but the word planet is. But I can check and see. I can check to see any verses. Yeah, I can't find any verses. But I can find the verses about the word planet. The word planet is mentioned one time in the Bible. Well, it's the word planets. Well, it's the word planets. Okay, let's go to 2 Kings chapter 23, verse 5. That's where the word planet is mentioned in the Bible. Here it says, he put down the idolatrous priests, and whom the kings of Judah, who ordained to burn incense at the high places of the cities of Judah, and in the places around about Jerusalem, and also that burned in incense unto Baal, and to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, to all the host of heaven. You see, the word planets is mentioned in the Bible. The word planet is mentioned in the Bible. It's plural. It says planets. So does the Bible mention planets? Yes. Okay. Which means the Bible teaches that the earth's a sphere. Okay, and here it is. So here So why here's the solar system, and I'm gonna read to you why I believe that our solar system proves the Bible, and why did God create our solar system the way He wanted to be, the way He wanted it to be created. Well, why God created it? Well, I thank God for our solar system anyway. So let's read it. So our wonderful things about astronomy that is different from everyday experience. Things are not that might seem at first glance. Who could have guessed that those tiny little specks of light in our night sky actually suns of hundreds of times larger than Earth? Who has suspected that the evening star is actually a rocky planet the same size as our own? How unexpected to find a solid Earth beneath our feet, actually moving at 67 miles per hour around the sun, all the while spinning like a Earth beneath our feet, actually moving at 67,000 miles per hour around the sun, all the while spinning like a top. God constructed the universe in a truly marvelous way. As we started it, the universe continually surprises and delights by challenging us understanding how things work. Our solar system is a great example of this. We actually see much of our solar system on the cloudless night. Most of the planets are visible to an unaided eye, appearing as tiny points of light. In reality, they are enormous spheres that are comparable in size to the Earth, while others are much larger. The sun and moon are visible as small circles in the sky. Yet, in reality, the moon is large in diameter as the continental United States. Okay, that means well, the United States is if the moon is big as the continental United States, that means the moon is about as large in diameter as China as well, because the United States is about as big as China in landmass. But let's keep reading. The sun is 400 times wider than the moon. The stars, the sun, the moon, the planets rise and set with clockwork procession. They seek to tribute to the earth, respectfully circle around their master. But the truth of the matter is that the earth rotates and moves around the sun. Every new discovery in astronomy is a surprising and delightful revelation that God is more amazing, creative, and powerful and previously supposed. The solar system consists of the sun and everything that orbits the sun. Orbiting bodies includes the 8 planets, asteroids, comets, centaurs, transcendent objects, and dust. Okay, so centaurs and transcendent objects and dust. The largest, most massive object in the solar system is the sun itself. It's a sphere of hydrogen and helium gas held together by its own gravity. With a diameter of 165,000 miles, the sun is 110 times wider than Earth. It constitutes 98.8% of all the mass in the solar system. Yet, we are few on Earth. We have easily covered the sun with one finger hold at arm's length. The sun only appears so small in our sky because it lies amazing distance away from us, 93 million miles. A car traveling at 60 miles per hour will take 176 years to travel such a distance, and it boggles the mind. Well, the problem is the stupid atheists, they want to believe that the sun, we can see the sun about 8 minutes in the past, which is false, and we see the sun in the present, not the past. Let's keep reading. So the planets. The largest objects in our solar system are the planets. Jupiter is the largest planet. With a diameter of 86,081 miles, or about 11 times the diameter of Earth. Saturn is the next largest, followed by Uranus, Neptune, Earth, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Older textbooks list Pluto as the smallest planet, but astronomers now classify Pluto as a dwarf planet or trans-Neptunian object. Well, so is Haumea, Mega and Uranus. But let's keep reading. Leaving Mercury with the title of the smallest planet. All 8 planets orbit the sun in the same direction, counterclockwise, and is viewed the Earth's north pole and very nearly the same plane. This plane is called the ecliptic. The 4 planets near the sun are terrestrial, Earth-like, and they're relatively small worlds and dense. The coefficients of order increase the distance from the sun. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The remaining 4 planets are called gas giants, or Jovians, like Jupiter. They're much larger than terrestrials. They comprise primarily of hydrogen and helium gas rather than dense like rock. And as with the sun, these balls are of gas held together by their own gravity. They move away from the as we move away from the sun. The gas giants are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The other 2 planets, Uranus and Neptune, are smaller than Jupiter and Saturn, are sometimes called ice giants because the gas giants, due to the high abundance of various forms of ice. So since our solar system is often in terms as shown 1 units, AU, we define 1 AU as the difference between the Earth and the Sun, which is about 93 million miles. Astronomy units are much more convenient distance. Our solar system, miles and kilometers, which can become widely tenable at such a vast scales. Mercury is only 0.39 AU from the sun, where its distance of Venus is 0.72 AU, while Mars averages 1.52 AU from the sun. So the celestial worlds within 3 AU each other at all times. The gas giants orbiting cluster is considerably farther out. Jupiter orbits 5.2 AU, and Saturn is 9.54 AU, putting it around 1 billion miles from the sun. Uranus is 19.1 AU from the sun, and Neptune lies at a distance of 30 AU, almost 3 billion miles, and 30 times farther from the sun than Earth. The distance between the planets, astonishing, difficult to visualize. Most textbooks illustrations of the solar system enlarge the planets' enormous factors in order to be visible with their orbits, like the illustration of this article. In reality, the planets are dwarfed by the distance from the sun. The University of Colorado has a scale model of the solar system with the sun represented by a 5.5 inch sphere on a potential place outside Fisk Planetarium. The Earth is located a vista 50 feet away. The planet itself is shown the same scale as a tiny bump, about 1/20th of an inch. Mercury, Venus, and Mars are just a few feet away, but Jupiter is considerably farther, and it's the size of a marble. Just to get Neptune, a person just to walk all the way to the other side of campus, stroll about 10 minutes. The orbits of the outer planets considerably more space between the orbits of the inner planets. Planetary orbits. The orbits of the planets are nearly circular. The creation of the Johannes Kepler of the 17th century discovered of the true shape of the orbit of these orbits. The outline stage of the orbit of Mars had been obtained by Tycho Brahe. Kepler discovered that the planet's orbit, Olympus's, squashed circles. A circle is defined as a set of all points in a plane is question of a given point. Olympus is a set of all points in a plane whose distance from two fixed points gives the same sum. The 2 points are called foci, plural. Each one is a focus, singular. Kepler also found the sun located exactly at one focus. The other focus is empty. The effect of the planet's orbit in Olympus is with the sun, and it focuses revert the Kepler's first law of planetary motion. Kepler did not know why orbits were like this, nor did anyone, until the time of Isaac Newton. For the planets, the two foci are relatively close to each other, making the zodiac of Olympus almost extinguishable from a circle before a comet. The obelisk can be very elongated. Johannes Kepler also discovered any given planet sweeps equal areas at equal times. In other words, planets speed up when they are closer to the sun and slow down when farther away. This Kepler's second law of the planetary moon. Kepler further found a relationship between the size of the planet's orbit and the time it takes the planet to go around the sun once. Specifically, the square of the period of the orbit in years is equal to the cube of the planet's average distance from the sun in AU. In other words, planets in the orbit close to the sun have short periods, whereas those orbit far away from the sun have long periods. For example, Mercury has an instance of 0.39 AU and orbits the sun only 88 days. Which is 0.24 years. Neptune is a distance of 30 AU in a period just under 165 years. In both cases, the square of the period is equal to the cube of the distance. Kepler didn't know why this rule worked, but the mystery until Newton came on the scene. Although Kepler's laws were discovered in relation to the planets, the work equally well for asteroids, centaurs, and Neptunian objects and comets. The laws simply also apply to orbits of moons. Another creation scientist who discovered the principles behind Kepler's laws, Isaac Newton, a brilliant scientist and Bible scholar, discovered they provoke that gravity is the cause of world motions of planets. The closer a planet is to the sun, the faster it orbits the sun's gravity is stronger. Newton's discovery of the laws of motion and gravity allowed him to mathematically prove the three Kepler's laws. First, principles. He also modified Kepler's third law, include the effects of different masses of the constant of proportionality, allowing us to use Newton's version of Kepler's third law of moons, or for the solar systems with stars of different masses. Now we get to talk about the laws of the universe. The biblical critics sometimes laws the nature of the replacement of God's power, but this certainly is not a biblical view. The Bible teaches that God directly controls the universe, that by the expression of his power, everything is upheld. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 3. God is not the God of confusion. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. But upholds the universe, the consistent of a particular way. The laws of nature, such as of God's power, rather than they are examples of it. God's consistent and law-like sovereignty over the universe makes astronomy possible. The solar system makes a lesson humility when they contemplate the size of the worlds and distances involved in the God who holds every atom in its place. It's amazing that such a God would show so much compassion and mercy toward us. And I consider your heavens and the work of your fingers, and the moon and the stars which you have ordained. What is a man that you be mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you visit him? Psalm chapter 8, 3. Psalm 38, verses 3 and 4. 3 to 4, okay. So that's the reason why. So that's paragraph. I'll show you is why our solar system proves the Bible. And this article is by Jason Lyle, if you want to know. Okay. And now I want to show you how to get saved according to the Bible. So we show you how to get saved according to the Bible. The point of evolution is to damn souls to hell. Then you go to heavens with our Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith alone, grace on Jesus Christ alone. And once you're saved by easy beliefs in the truth, meaning you can't lose your salvation once you're saved. And also by easy believing that salvation is easy, what you do is just believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. You know, once you're saved forever. Right? You can't lose it, and salvation is easy. All you do is just believe on Jesus Christ for salvation. So it's very easy to get saved. And I'll talk about next video is, what does the Bible say about the sun? I'll talk about that next video. Right, I'm talking about, and I mean the sun is, well, I'm talking about the star that is in center of our solar system. You know, that sun. So yeah, what does the Bible say about the sun is what we're talking about next video. I think it's going all right now. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy this. Bye. Okay. Now let's show you I want to show you some more about how to get saved. So I said the point of evolution is that damn souls to hell, while understanding with the stupid flat earth. The point of the flat earth theory is to damn souls to hell as well. They go to heavens, believe all Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith alone, grace by Jesus Christ alone, and once you're saved by easy beliefs and truth, meaning you can't lose your salvation. Easy that salvation is easy to believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. Now we talk about next video. It's called what does the Bible say about the sun? Get to go all right now. Well, thank you for watching this video. Enjoy. Bye.